15 most infamous love triangles in classic Hollywood. Ever wondered what went on behind the scenes of Hollywood's most scandalous love stories? These love triangles were as dramatic as the films themselves, with careers, hearts, and reputations on the line. Classic Hollywood wasn't just about glamour and fame. Behind the cameras, some of the biggest stars found themselves caught in love triangles that would shake the industry. From fiery affairs to bitter betrayals, these love stories reveal the secrets Hollywood tried to hide. Today, we're diving into 15 of the most infamous love triangles from the golden age of cinema. Number 15. Greta Garbo, Salka Viertel, and Mercedes Acosta. What happens when Hollywood's most enigmatic star finds herself caught in a web of passion and obsession? Greta Garbo's bond with writer Salka Viertel blossomed into more than friendship, only to be complicated by Mercedes Acosta, a writer determined to win Garbo's heart. A secret affair in the High Sierras turned into a tangled love triangle, with Garbo's loyalties shifting between the two women. While Viertel remained a trusted friend, Acosta's growing obsession and a scandalous memoir eventually shattered their connection. Up next is a tale of forbidden love that rocked Hollywood's golden couples. Stay tuned for the shocking secrets they tried to hide. Number 14. Spencer Tracy, Louise Treadwell, and Katharine Hepburn. Some Hollywood romances remain shrouded in mystery long after the stars fade. Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn's legendary on-screen chemistry wasn't just acting, it spilled over into real life. The pair starred in 9 films together, and their bond was undeniable. But there was a catch. Tracy was married to Louise Treadwell, his wife since 1923, and the mother of his 2 children. Despite their marriage, Tracy and Hepburn began an affair that was an open secret in Hollywood. Yet, they never publicly acknowledged their relationship, as Tracy remained married due to California's strict divorce laws. Hepburn only spoke of their love after both Tracy and Treadwell had passed away, describing it as a profound connection that defied explanation. Was it love, loyalty, or simply the cost of fame that kept them apart? Next is a royal tale of betrayal that captivated the world and redefined what it meant to be a modern monarch. Number 13. George Harrison, Pattie Boyd, and Eric Clapton. Can friendship survive when love gets in the way? Pattie Boyd, a stunning British model, became the muse of 2 iconic guitarists, George Harrison of the Beatles and Eric Clapton. Boyd married Harrison in 1966 after they met on the set of A Hard Day's Night. But Clapton, Harrison's close friend, was smitten with Boyd and made his feelings known through love letters and his music. Boyd initially resisted Clapton's advances, but as her marriage with Harrison fell apart, she eventually reciprocated. Surprisingly, Harrison gave the pair his blessing, even jokingly calling Clapton his husband-in-law after Boyd married him in 1979. This story of love, music, and forgiveness remains one of the most talked about love triangles in rock history. Next is a scandal that involved a famous face from classic Hollywood. You won't believe the twists in this story. Number 12. Princess Diana, Prince Charles, and Camilla Parker Bowles. When Princess Diana wed Prince Charles in 1981, it seemed like a storybook romance. But behind the dazzling royal wedding was a lingering shadow. Camilla Parker Bowles, the woman Charles had loved long before meeting Diana. Although Charles and Camilla were deeply connected, royal traditions deemed her unsuitable for marriage to the future king, leading him to choose Diana instead. Charles and Diana's relationship was strained from the start, with Charles maintaining a close bond with Camilla. Diana famously described their marriage as a bit crowded, alluding to Camilla's persistent presence. The couple eventually divorced in 1996, and Diana's tragic death the following year left the world heartbroken. Years later, Charles and Camilla made their relationship official, marrying in 2005. Was this love triangle the undoing of a fairy tale, or the beginning of a new chapter for the crown? Up next is a love story so scandalous it brought Hollywood's golden age to its knees. Number 11. Eddie Fisher, Debbie Reynolds, and Elizabeth Taylor. What happens when Hollywood's sweetheart loses her husband to her best friend? Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher seemed like the perfect couple after marrying in 1955. The duo was so close to Elizabeth Taylor and her husband, Mike Todd, that they even served as best man and maid of honor at their wedding. But tragedy struck in 1958 when Todd died in a plane crash. Fisher comforted Taylor in her grief, but their closeness turned into a full-blown affair. Fisher left Reynolds, and the same day their divorce was finalized, he married Taylor. The scandal dominated headlines, tarnishing Fisher's career and leaving Reynolds heartbroken. However, the marriage didn't last. Taylor moved on 5 years later, leaving Fisher in the dust. Was this betrayal worth the fallout, or just a Hollywood love story gone wrong? Number 10. Rita Hayworth, Ali Khan, and Orson Welles. Rita Hayworth's love life was far from the glamorous image Hollywood painted for her. In 1943, she shocked the world by marrying director Orson Welles, but their love fizzled out by 1946. Enter Ali Khan, the charming prince who swept Hayworth off her feet while she vacationed in the Riviera. Despite being married to others, the couple's romance sparked outrage, and Hayworth even quit acting to be with Khan, facing a media storm. Their marriage seemed perfect, but Khan's infidelities led Hayworth to file for divorce just a few years later, setting off a long, bitter battle. Up next, a scandalous romance that stunned the world and ended in tragedy. Stay tuned to find out what really went down. Number 9. Tristan Thompson, Khloé Kardashian, and Jordyn Woods. What happens when betrayal strikes not just between partners but within the family? The relationship between Tristan Thompson and Khloé Kardashian was scandalous from the start. In 2018, Thompson confessed to cheating on Kardashian while she was pregnant. But the following year, things took an even darker turn when reports claimed he had been unfaithful again, this time with Jordyn Woods, Kylie Jenner's best friend. The fallout was explosive. Woods moved out of Jenner's home and later appeared on Red Table Talk, where she admitted to a kiss initiated by Thompson but denied anything further. Despite her apology, the incident shattered trust and rocked the Kardashian-Jenner family. By 2023, Woods and Jenner seemed to reconcile. But the question remains, can such a betrayal ever truly be forgotten? Up next is a tangled story of a legendary rapper, 3 women, and a feud that spiraled out of control. Stay tuned for the drama. Number 8. Biggie Smalls, Faith Evans, Lil' Kim, and Charlie Baltimore. Biggie Smalls lived a life filled with talent, fame, and controversy, and his love life was no different. At 1994, Biggie married singer Faith Evans just 8 days after they met. However, their marriage was overshadowed by his affair with his protégé Lil' Kim, whom he met the year prior. The feud between Evans and Lil' Kim turned physical on multiple occasions, with one reported incident involving Lil' Kim allegedly pulling a weapon. Just when things couldn't get more chaotic, rapper Charlie Baltimore entered the mix. Biggie started a relationship with Baltimore while still married and included her in the music video for Get Money, a bold jab at Evans. Despite the drama, all 3 women came together at Biggie's funeral, with Evans later reflecting that time and loss helped her let go of any lingering resentment. Coming up is a scandal that shook old Hollywood to its core, leaving a legacy of betrayal and heartbreak. Don't miss this one. Number 7. Ingrid Bergman, Roberto Rossellini, and Petter Lindström. Ingrid Bergman's career skyrocketed in the 1940s, but her personal life would soon take a shocking turn. After marrying neurosurgeon Petter Lindström in 1937, their lives split across continents. In 1950, while filming Stromboli, Bergman met director Roberto Rossellini, and their affair set Hollywood ablaze. Bergman left Lindström, pregnant with Rossellini's child, and her career came crashing down. She was publicly condemned, and her films were boycotted. But despite the scandal, Bergman fled to Europe, where she later made a powerful comeback, winning more Oscars. But what did the future hold for this Hollywood legend? Stay tuned for the next shocking twist. Number 6. Noah Cyrus, Tish Cyrus, and Dominic Purcell. Love triangles are messy enough, but what happens when a mother and daughter find themselves tangled in one? In August 2023, Tish Cyrus, mother to Miley and Noah Cyrus, married actor Dominic Purcell. Miley proudly stood as her mother's maid of honor, but Noah's absence raised eyebrows. She spent the day at a Walmart instead. But what happened behind the scenes? Reports soon revealed a jaw-dropping twist. Noah and Purcell were allegedly romantically involved before he began dating Tish. Insiders claim Tish pursued him while he was still seeing Noah, blocking her daughter on Instagram and even barring her from the wedding. A family feud this intense could make Thanksgiving dinner a Hollywood thriller. Number 5. Ava Gardner, Frank Sinatra, and Nancy Barbado. Frank Sinatra's love life was as tumultuous as his career. Married to Nancy Barbado in 1939, the couple had 3 children, but Sinatra's infidelities were well known. Despite his unfaithfulness, Barbado stayed loyal, even when Sinatra's fame brought more temptations. But things changed when he met actress Ava Gardner. Sinatra was so captivated by Gardner that he divorced Barbado in 1951, marrying Gardner just days later. Their marriage was full of drama and ended in 1953, though they remained friends after their divorce. Barbado, however, never remarried, holding on to her respect and affection for her ex-husband. But what was the real reason Barbado stayed with Sinatra for so long? Stay tuned for more Hollywood secrets. Number 4. Justin Bieber, Hailey Baldwin, and Selena Gomez. Justin Bieber's love life has always been front-page news, but this triangle left fans divided for years. His whirlwind romance with Selena Gomez began in December 2010, but their on-again, off-again relationship lasted 4 years. During one of their breaks, Bieber briefly dated Hailey Baldwin, but it was over in a month when he reunited with Gomez. Then, in March 2018, Bieber and Gomez split for good. Just months later, Bieber and Baldwin tied the knot, sparking rumors of overlap. Gomez seemed to address the drama in her haunting single "Lose You to Love Me," leaving fans wondering, was the song a farewell to Bieber or a dig at Baldwin? Although both women dispelled feud rumors with a surprising 2022 photo together, the mystery still lingers. Number 3. Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, and Angelina Jolie. What happens when Hollywood's golden couple faces an unexpected twist? The early 2000s saw one of the most scandalous love triangles in entertainment history, involving Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, and Angelina Jolie. Pitt and Aniston tied the knot in a lavish ceremony in 2000, becoming one of Hollywood's most celebrated couples. But their fairy tale took a sharp turn when Pitt met Jolie on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2005. Though both denied any affair during filming, Pitt separated from Aniston that same year, paving the way for his relationship with Jolie. The public split into 2 camps, donning Team Aniston and Team Jolie merchandise, as tabloids chronicled every detail. Pitt and Jolie eventually married in 2014, but their union ended in a messy divorce just 2 years later. Was it true love, or a whirlwind doomed from the start? Next is a band whose iconic sound came from more than just music. It's a story of love, betrayal, and resilience. Number 2. Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks, and Mick Fleetwood. Fleetwood Mac wasn't just a band. It was a breeding ground for heartbreak and drama. Before joining Fleetwood Mac in 1975, Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks were already a couple. But as they recorded their legendary album Rumors, their relationship unraveled, fueling some of the band's most memorable songs like Go Your Way. Amid the chaos, Nix became romantically involved with Mick Fleetwood, the band's co-founder, creating an even more tangled web. Though Nick described Fleetwood as one of her greatest loves, she admitted their relationship was destined to fail. Adding to the tension, Fleetwood later left Nix for one of her best friends, Sarah Recker, whom he eventually married. Somehow, the band's members managed to set aside their struggles to keep Fleetwood Mac intact. How did they survive such a storm of emotions? Up next is a tale of rock and roll romance that broke every rule and turned friends into rivals. Number 1. Vivian Leigh, Laurence Olivier, and Jill Esmond. Vivian Leigh's love story with Laurence Olivier was as dramatic as the roles they played. When they first met in 1936, both were married, Leigh to barrister Herbert Lee Holman and Olivier to actress Jill Esmond. Despite their commitments, Leigh was certain Olivier was the man for her. Their passion sparked during their collaboration on Fire Over England, and soon after, they both separated from their spouses. They married in 1940, but their union quickly unraveled due to Leigh's alcohol addiction and infidelity. In 1948, she began a long affair with Australian actor Peter Finch, which Olivier later admitted marked the end of their love. Their tumultuous marriage officially ended in 1960, though they remained in touch, with Olivier expressing regret over their painful split. What went wrong in such an iconic relationship? And that's a wrap on some of the most shocking love triangles in Hollywood history. But here's a question for you. Which of these scandals surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the next jaw-dropping story from old Hollywood. Stay tuned. There's always more to uncover.